Oh, which school group is this right here?
This would be maybe some of the Plaza Towers kids. The Plaza Towers kids are in a school that's back behind over the junior high back over here. They had an empty building, or a mostly empty building. They renovated and put the Plaza Towers kids in that school building. But also Central Elementary School is right behind our building here. And then that's Central Junior High. So they've got two elementaries and a junior high on the property right now.
For you, what were you doing that day?
Well, I mean, we knew that there was going to be a weather event because the way the weather service was predicting it to be a medium to high chance of some sort of an event or some sort of bad weather. You get a sense or a feel for these things. And we knew the day was, because of the weather forecast, was going to be potentially bad. But you also feel it. You literally feel it in the air about what's it's weather related. So we watched the weather basically all day, and I think it hit somewhere around 3. So I was in the emergency operations center and just kind of trying to direct things from there. But it's chaotic for the first 24 hours probably. In terms of the search and rescue, it's kind of a feeling of, oh no, not again. Probably maybe with a few profanities in there, but you know what's going to happen because we knew what was going to be happening, how things were going to be different for quite some time. I'm there to kind of manage the overall effort and make sure everybody has what they need. There's no issues or no problems. The reports that come in on the police and fire radios, and that we get back from the media, and that I get back from people in the field. I begin to get a feel for it. I didn't get out and see it until the next day, because I was in City Hall all day long.
And what did you think when you started to tour and go through everything?
I cried. I did, because it's so awful to see, and you just wonder every time, even though I know we will, and I know we can and we do, but you just wonder in the back of your mind, can we recover from this? It is so devastating to people in their lives, and I've been through 3 of them now. Unfortunately, my family, my home has always been safe, so I've been fortunate. Just affects so many people. This is in Moore. This is the first area in Moore that it hit. This is called Bears Westmore Edition. Kind of some patio home type development in here. Still lots of work to be done.
And I've heard that the pricing on houses have gone up. How does that work? Do you know anything about the residential side of how that works or anything?
As far as what the price of the homes are going for?
Yeah.
Well, that's happening, sure, because the cost of construction is more now than what it was. Lots of underinsured people. A lot of problem with that. See, this area just kind of got a minor hit through here because these houses are existing homes. There's one that was gone, roof gone on that one. All the debris is gone. So that's the thing that really is really good.
Besides debris, what do you work on as a city manager for tornado relief?
Well, I mean, there's lots of meetings with FEMA, a lot of meetings with at least early on with the press. Still with the press, quite a bit of that. So I talk to the press probably a couple of times a week about something that's going on, about a deadline that maybe is going on out there. This 7-Eleven was fine. It was fine. CVS was fine. Walgreens was shut down for probably 30 or 60 days. They were the first major business to reopen after the storm. They got hit pretty hard, but the building was still okay. But the great thing is you can see a lot of new construction. Just slabs and houses coming up out of the ground everywhere. This one was the first house reoccupied. Those people, I believe, are living there now. That's the first one that got reoccupied.
Was she the teacher?
She is a teacher, but she's not one of the teachers I think that was hurt or hit or something like that. Again, this was solid homes out here. But new signs of life everywhere you go. So it's very exciting. That is.
Right. And how has FEMA helped you? What?
That's been tremendous. Obviously, the federal money for the cleanup is, if we didn't have that, it probably would bankrupt us practically. In terms of, we're not a small town, but we're not a big city either, so we don't have several $1 million laying around. The cleanup will probably ultimately cost $15 or $20 million, and FEMA pays most of that, and then we get some from the state of Oklahoma. So we were at City Hall, and we didn't hear it, but we knew it was right close because all of a sudden it was raining debris down on us at City Hall. We didn't hear it, no.
And when that debris started raining down, is that when you knew?
That's when we knew. And it was close. This is the school site. They're already under construction, as you can see, again, with the new school.
Is this where it was?
This was where it was. This is Plaza Towers Elementary. This is where the 7 children were killed. Gotta go around there and get a little something better for you from that. Around those trucks on it.
And I see this memorial here.
Yeah, there's been a memorial there of sorts from day one. Again, you can see all the new dirt moving around and all the equipment out there. They're planning to be open back next summer or August for the next school year for the kids. This is an area up here that was a duplex development that is under one ownership, and we've had trouble with them getting them to get their debris and all that removed. Because FEMA wouldn't pay for this debris because it's considered to be a commercial venture. That it was owned by like an apartment complex or something like that, owned by an individual. So you can imagine this is what the whole area, you saw it, but this is what the whole area looked like. Everywhere we've been, this is what it looked like, except for it wasn't nicely stacked on the curb. Semi-nicely.
Have you spoken to them about what they might do?
Yeah, we have already got it under condemnation, all of it. And if they don't tear it down, we will tear it down and then attach the cost as a lien to the property. Well, I mean, I really do believe the answer is that's people's home. This is where they want to be. Maybe they grew up on that lot, or their parents owned that home, whatever the situation is. They want to be here. It's a great community to live in. I mean, it literally is, and everybody thinks that about their hometown, perhaps, but it is. This is the Warren Theater. It got a pretty good hit, but the building was okay. Getting that left lane there. And, let's see. Just turn right here first. This was where the hospital stood. You remember seeing the hospital? It was awful. Nobody killed there, which was amazing. There was 200 or 300 people in there, a bunch of employees and a bunch of just the public that went in to be, sheltered. They're going to build back. The hospital's going to build back, so that's a big deal. Big deal.
And do you think each tornado that comes through helps build? Does it define the town, or does it make it stronger? How does that work?
I believe that. There was a little strip shopping center there. This is a credit union they're building back. Probably one of the first major commercial buildings to rebuild. And there was a title company there. We understand they will rebuild back. I believe it. I believe it does make us stronger, more resilient. In '99, when that storm came, um, it knocked us for a leap pretty good. And that's the post office. They're renovating it. They're going to reopen it sometime supposedly. Turn left when you get back up to the light up here. But that storm really was what I believe sparked the redevelopment and the growth spurt of more that we've had. More from 2000 to 2010 grew by about a third, 33%. Tremendous growth in our community. And it's the 7-Eleven right here where 3 people were killed here, a mother and her little boy or girl, another person, and I think another person has since died that was there. So I think 4 people total were killed there. Just turn down this first street, any one of them. This little neighborhood here has probably got the most activity so far in terms of rebuilding. It backs up to a park that we have right over here. Our park was just totally destroyed. It's going to take years for the park to come back. A lot of the trees, I mean, there was probably 10 times that many trees or more out there. You couldn't see past the horizon over to the next development, of course with the houses and with the trees. So nothing's normal, nothing feels right when you come to work, and things like that. And our employees, myself, we had a lot of exhausted, tired employees. It's also it's devastating emotionally. It really is. Even for me, not having any body hurt or anything like that. Turn in right here and see there was quite a few little homes, quite a few homes in here that were destroyed. And the path basically went west to east in our city limits. Just kind of took out. It got narrower on this side of the highway, thankfully. So you can see from there to say there is probably the width of it here, it was probably 3 times or 4 times that wide on that side of the highway. But and my wife works for the Red Cross, so she saw all this too at the same time. And so probably for the first 60 days afterwards, we'd see each other late at night and that'd be it. And we had just got married 30 days before the storm, a month. April 20th, the storm was May 20th, so it was kind of doubly exhausting to us. Both of us out in working with it in various capacities. A lot like mine, just sad. She would cry. We'd both cry. At night at home. And I don't mind telling you, sometime during the day I would as well. Because it can really be overwhelming. And then you realize, hey, you got to do your job, you got to do what needs to be done to get the community back. I feel good. I feel very good about the community. I know that our community is going to survive and thrive for this. I know that those neighborhoods, as bad as it was, I know that the neighborhoods are going to be better. We'll be able to put in a lot of new streets and things over there, sidewalks, a lot of that sort of thing that we wouldn't have done before. There's going to be a lot of great, there's going to be a lot of good things happen. So right through here, just went straight east and west, right through here. Now this is the back side. Actually came right. This is Central Junior High, and there was a band building, a metal building, and all that was at the back of this that was totally destroyed. The school is okay, although they're just doing some renovations to it. They're having school and everything there. This was the school administration building, and they're not occupying it now. It's totally empty, and There was some question as to whether they were going to have to tear it down or not, but they now believe that they can save it. But they may not reoccupy it for a couple of years, so I'm told. In terms of, yeah, that was that's one of those safe rooms that's built inside, or that may have been attached to the house, I'm not sure. Joplin folks, people with the Joplin Chamber of Commerce. I spoke several times to the city manager of Joplin about things. One of the things that is remarkable about this storm compared to the other ones is the number of people, volunteers that came in. This is a higher end subdivision, just had a couple, 3 houses right through here that you can see that were hit. It didn't go back in there. Volunteers came here from all over the world. Tens of thousands of people were here. Still will be volunteer groups on the weekends that'll come in now. Just tens of thousands of volunteers and stuff. I mean, like water and dog food and blankets and diapers, and just by the truckloads, hundreds of thousands of truckloads of stuff, and church groups coming to help. We didn't have anything like that after 99 or after 2003. Maybe a few volunteer groups here or there, but nothing at all like